Hey guys, Bobby Legs here, and today I am doing a review on the Orient Mako II USA. A really good value proposition. You get a lot of watch, I believe, for the price. But before we get into the review, please remember to like and subscribe and click that bell icon so you can get updates when I upload videos. I definitely love making these videos. And I hope you guys enjoy them. So back to the review. I selected this model. There's three different dial variations: a blue color, a black color, and the white color. And for some reason, the white really spoke to me. I've never had a white dialed watch in my collection, um, so I decided to go ahead with this one. Now, I bought this from the Orient website. It was on discount to about $230. Excuse me. I know Mark over at Long Island Watch was selling them for $199, but he's out of stock. So it makes me wonder, either they made less of the white dials because the other ones are in stock for him, or it's the most popular one and people just or have bought them up. In the Orient website, you can get a blue or black dial version for $200. So $30 less than the white dial. So I could see why. If it's because it's more popular, I could definitely see why. I mean, the color, the white, really stands out to me, and I'm definitely happy I selected this one over the other ones. We have a 41.5 millimeter case diameter, 13 mil thickness, lug to lug of 47 millimeters approximately, a lug width of 22 millimeters. Sapphire crystal, which is nice. And then 200, and a screw down crown, which gives us 200 meter water resistance. It is powered by the Orient Caliber F6922, which is an automatic hacking and hand wind movement with approximately 40 hours power reserve, 31,600 beats per hour, 3 hertz movement. Nice little day complication there, and as you could see, the windows there, the apertures have a nice little border to them. Beautiful sword style hands. Really good looking watch, I feel. 120 click bezel. It's not the easiest bezel to turn. And so, it's one of the shortcomings that I did find with this watch. And so while we're on the subject, let's talk about that before we talk about the pluses. So, like I mentioned, a little difficult to move the bezel, and it really sits low. There's not much bezel to grab at, like an Seiko SKX with a more, I guess, meatier bezel, if you will, and you can really easily turn. Another thing that I noticed and I heard other people comment on is this crown, and I got to tell you, it's a little difficult to release the crown or unscrew it. Now, look, I punctured my thumb, as you can see there, a couple days ago, and if you have that sort of thing going on, it's really hard and painful to unscrew. And I don't know if it's typical with all the Makos 2s, but mine doesn't really have that nice satisfying pop when I unscrew it. It just kind of just keeps on unscrewing. So I don't know if it's something with this particular watch, or is it a symptomatic of all these Mako 2 USAs. And so you pull out that once, not even, and then you pull the crown out further, and then you can, as you can see, the the minute the seconds hand stops, and you can hack it and then change the date. Screwing down is a little bit of a challenge too, and it's because the crown is it's not too thick, so and it has kind of like these. The knurling is it's a polished, so it's kind of just like slips. But other than that, there's not too many other shortcomings with this watch. The bracelet's actually pretty decent and comfortable. The clasp is stamped as you would figure in this price range. You have a couple of sorry, I apologize for the lining. A couple of dolphins back here in the case back. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the dolphin is a Orient thing. The watch is called a Mako, so I would figure if you're going to put something back there, you would put a Mako. But look, I'm not a watch. I'm not running Orient, so those guys are probably smarter than me. But let's talk about the positives of this watch, though. For the price, if you can get it, around the 200 to 230 range on the high end, like I did, I feel like you get a whole lot for your watch, especially when you compare it to its competitors, the SKX or the new Seiko 5 divers, especially. So the advantage over the SKX. You got upgraded movement and a sapphire crystal, which is nice. The advantage over the new Seiko 5 diver is the extra water resistance. So really it matches up with both of them pretty well, and you almost kind of have to give the nod to the Orient Mako for that. But that dial really does it for me. I never thought I'd be a white dial kind of guy, and actually I really enjoy this dial. Maybe a keeper in my collection. Anyway, guys, I would love to hear what you guys think about the watch. And if anybody knows, I guess I could have done a little bit more research, but why they decided to go with a dolphin in the back of the case back here as opposed to a Mako, please enlighten me. I would love to hear it. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.